and welcome back to Tauros All Access. I'm Lauren Hill, and I'm joined, as always, by Evan Epstein, and today, special edition, assistant coach Tyler Ebner. Coach, you went on the road last weekend and picked up a couple wins in St. Cloud. What was your biggest takeaway just from the weekend as a whole?
The biggest thing the guys need to understand is we have to start on time. I think both periods on first periods on Friday and on Saturday weren't our up to our standard, and I think that's something that we need to really take and focus in on here heading into Aberdeen, starting on time.
Yeah, and you mentioned a little bit of a slow start. Lucas Fedin gave up a goal just 3 minutes into Friday's game. Didn't give up a goal the rest of the weekend. Just how important is he to this team, and how important will he be down the stretch?
Yeah, I think that teams that are looking to make a push, whether it's to get into the playoffs or once you're actually in the playoffs, is your goaltending has to be elite. And Swedes has been really good for us for about a year when he came in last year in January, and we expect big things out of him, and he expects big things out of himself.
And speaking about Lucas's talent on the ice, he did have 2 assists last weekend in St. Cloud. What's it like working with a goalie that is always keeping his eyes up, looking for every opportunity?
Yeah, I mean, we had compete day yesterday, small area games, and Swedes is always looking to advance the puck, in those small area games and in practice, right? And it shows in the games, and it's such a big advantage when you have a goaltender that handles the puck as well as he does, and such a big advantage when you can get two assists. He's got 4 on the season, I think, and that's such a big advantage to have.
Well, the front office has been making a lot of additions here this season, the 2 most recent being Braden Jochums and Noah Gibbs. Gibbs making his debut this weekend, Jochums just his second series. What have you seen from them early on with the Tauros?
Yeah, I mean, I think when it comes to when we were watching them online and scouting and recruiting them, prior to them getting here, this weekend kind of just showed, what they bring to the table. They definitely add depth up front for us, which is something, again, when you're looking to make a push into the playoffs or, once you're actually there, you need depth up front, and they add a tremendous amount for us.
And looking now toward this weekend, the first time that we played Aberdeen this year, the Tauros swept them 4-0 and 5-0, but they're missing a few key players. What do you expect to see from them in this series in Aberdeen?
Yeah, I think one of the main things is they're a bigger, heavier team. We need to understand that that's how they're going to play, and either match that intensity or even go one above of what they're going to bring. Offensively, they're gonna put everything on net, and that's something both our defensemen and goaltenders need to understand, that we need to close quickly and understand you could get shots from behind the net, side of the net, anywhere. So understanding from a defensive perspective, like we have to take away time and space.
Coach, right now the Tauros sit at 3rd in the standings. You got Aberdeen coming up this weekend at 4th. Then you got back-to-back series against Watertown and then North Iowa. Have you looked at the schedule, and do you know where you want to be at the end of that stretch?
Yeah, I think it's actually funny you mentioned that. Cody Campbell brings up pretty much on a consistent basis how he never looks at the standings. So again, we're going to focus on Friday night and take care of 2 points that are on the line.
And our last question for you, Mr. Tyler Ebner, we have to make it a little silly, throw you off your course.
Sure.
We have another road game this weekend, like we just said. What is your go-to when you're stopping at a gas station, back on the bus? I need to have this treat with me. A drink?
Mountain Dew. That's easy. That doesn't take too long. Mountain Dew.
So. Mountain Dew. Any certain flavor? Just the go-to?
Just regular. Any full caffeinated. So
okay.
Just regular.
Okay, awesome. Other than that will wrap up today's episode of All Access. This lovely QR code right here. You can scan that. That'll bring you to our link tree, which will also bring you to our website, and you can get anything Minotaurs related, from tickets to merchandise to Booster Club information to the schedule, literally anything possibly that you would need to know. But other than that, we are back here in the Mesa Arena on January 24th and 25th next week, so go ahead and scan that, and you can get your tickets. But other than that, we'll see you tomorrow.